Okay. Well, here's the quick little preview of what's to come before I start. These are all the games I bought today. I also bought Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, so expect that at some point. But yeah. I don't know what the hell this is. I just saw this and I'm like, oh cool, a furry thing. So I pay. So what I've been trying to do is buy games of all different types. Like as you can see, you got third person open world, you got first person puzzle platformer, you got third person RPG, but a weird style on the DS. You got open world, Assassin's Creed shit. You got a 2D fighter, and you got a furry thing. So I'm just trying to find like different stuff. I still don't have a first-person shooter technically on the PS5, unless you count Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but I don't. What I'm looking to get is like a Call of Duty on the PS5 at some point. That'll be fun. Read before playing. Also, I was very happy with this game because on the cover, oh my god. Every game is loud. So what I'm going to do is, well, hold on. Let me continue my thought. Is on the cover of the game, it said Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation Remastered included. And I was worried it was going to be a code I had to use. And that code would be used because it's a pre-owned game. Luckily, it's actually built into the game itself. So I have Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. But obviously we gotta do the base game first. I'm kind of curious to see how this handles on the Switch, because it says enhanced graphics. So it'd be kind of cool to see, because Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, it's very cartoony graphics. I want to see what like a actual remastered, because even Metroid Prime is kind of like stylized, but it still looked really good. So I'm kind of curious to see how a Assassin's Creed game, a game that tries to be as realistic as possible, how that'll handle. I've also never played this one, I don't think. I've beaten one. I've played part of 2, but I don't feel like replaying either of those 2 before playing this one, so I'm going to start at 3, and then we will go from there.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off.
Sure.
Sometimes both, but we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have.
Possibly.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles.
Yeah, that's good.
My son.
My son.
This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened.
Is this John DeLane? Hold on.
Until its creation, to the victor
Hold
when
the
the
fuck.
spoils went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. to Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was
It is
done,
John
he trained.
Delancey.
He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked, we think.
I thought I heard a little Discord in there.
Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Wow, so they're really... Like, this was supposed to be a trilogy, huh? Well, uh-oh. The franchise is still going. Oh, hi, Hottie. What up, girl? Show me your titties!
We're here.
Awesome. Oh, hello, John Delancey. I didn't know you were in this game. I lost my shit when I saw him in Breaking Bad. I was just like, oh my god, it's him! The second he talked, I knew who it was.
Let's go.
He never changes his voice, does he? He just uses his own voice because it's already... Like, what, if your voice is already godlike, why change it, you know? Why change it? Isn't this the game that starts off with you shooting a rabbit? Was that this one? Go ho.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Man, this game loves to save, doesn't it? What the fuck?
I think we're here.
Alright. Holy Christ. Okay, there we go. pretty high tech for it to be ancient. Like, are we to believe that aliens are involved with this franchise? Or is a god a thing in this universe? You know what I mean? Like, where did Temple of Eden and all this, like, oh, it's ancient tech. Yeah, well, why is it so goddamn futuristic? Like, you can't just say something without explaining it.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
Alright.
All right.
Run them.
What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
There we go. Upsy daisy.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Alright. Uh-huh. And up I go.
levels with
Ah.
We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Good. Full synchronization. Ooh. Naval.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Yes.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Leave the animus to read it.
and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Excuse my fat ass.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Do I?
And a statesman because he's so great thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against
I already have.
and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Sit down.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his
He
act.
came too?
This is death without
I don't need to hear about that.
I may mention a book. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from
Yeah, this isn't conspicuous at all.
I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our locked here than any time of the game. An entry
That is highly inappropriate, but I welcome it. Continue.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, leave her 12 months longer. I love to let women snake. A good sportsman always lets steam fly as his fly, was to free the gang of men. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
without dispute, she is a fine woman, was the world obliged to remind me.
Okay. This is why I love this franchise. I love these mechanics. Ow.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
How do I remember this? Did I play some of 3? Because I think the thing I like about this franchise is it's kind of like Hitman, but more like actual open world, and
What are those men doing in there?
it's cool. I mean, Hitman's got its own charm, with it being more realistic, of like an assassination, like modernish, you know. But who wouldn't want to be this kind of assassin? You know, you get to run across rooftops, and knives and swords and shit.
You search down there. Very well. Find anyone, give a shout.
Everything is fucky, it looks like. Ow.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Mercenary.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Bring honor to... Okay, Mulan. This is cool. I've always enjoyed, like, pretty much everything about the game. This franchise is just one of my favorite, and I'm glad it's still going on, even though some people might think it's a bit overdone at this point. Is Assassin's Creed 1 remastered on the Switch too? I'm looking this up while this does its thing. Okay, the Ezio collection is on the Switch.
Share my doing
Hold on, I'm looking up Assassin's Creed Switch. So it doesn't seem like they have the first one on the Switch, which is really weird. They have the Ezio collection, which is, which one is it? 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, but they don't have the first one. Okay, I'll just buy it now because this is not at GameStop, and I don't know where else I'd find it. There, all right, it's coming now. Oh man, my stream is behind. Then again, I am using the internet, so that's probably why. Alright. Database. What am I doing? The Providence. Oh, is that my ship? Okay, so there's ships in the database. Does that mean I can pilot the ships? 'Cause that would be cool. I could be like Jack Sparrow. Well, I mean, that's just a... My God, what am I looking at? What am I? Whew. Huh. Boston. Waterbury. Interesting. The Atlantic Ocean. What's it gonna tell me about the Atlantic Ocean? Crossing the Atlantic today is as easy as a plane ride, but it was much more difficult in colonial times. Even though I imagine that tiny food and cramped conditions and likelihood of sitting next to a fat man for many hours are pretty much the same. For European travelers, okay, for Africans captured in slavery, the Atlantic was much worse. Okay, all right, so it's some cool information about the history of the Atlantic Ocean, which is...
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Oh!
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this. That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
Punch you in the face.
Listen to this, Hector.
Quill.
Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself
Star-Lord.
king of the castle.
Please, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side do you on anyway?
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
Alright.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Captain, can I keep the knife?
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Adrian
Your
Hugh.
problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Assassin's Creed 3. So he's done. Oh, he was in. Oh, he was Father Malone in The Fog? Dude. Alright. I mean, that no one liked that movie, but still.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, a favor, you say?
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Oh, definitely.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if
I'm
they
the
do
captain.
intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
I mean, that's pretty fair.
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
I do enjoy it when I play a game where my character is not a pushover. Exclamation mark. Oh, okay. I got concerned. Day 28, alright. I mean, I am on a boat, so...
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Does it have to flash to white every time and blind my face? I do not like that. Limit health loss. I can get injured?
You there. I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Ow, stop flashing the white. Damn it. Is that what the seizure warning is for? Ow.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Assassin's Creed 1 Remastered. It's not a real thing, is it? Oh, I'm still... Bad news about the Assassin's Creed 1 remake. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not too upset with that one because I do have that on Steam, but it would have been nice to have that on the Switch with the other ones too. So, ow.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me.
Hey.
Oh, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Look for clues at the stern. Ah.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. Deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Interesting.
Quiet! Here he comes. Make like you're working.
Oh, I just noticed my objective marker on the map. Would have been nice to have that, you know, on my HUD. But, whatever.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
Ow.
Most curious.
Oh, that's water. Wow, happening soon? Coming to a head? Yeah, it's been like 5 days since since the last one, so I don't think anything's happened so far. The water looks really good though, graphically speaking. Now this is enhanced graphics on the case,
I scout one area,
but
the painted barrels in another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of
how
eyes.
bad was the PS3
James or
version?
Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers.
Oh.
Trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Feet to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace!
So man, I had no effect on this outcome at all.
A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks!
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted?
I have my own cabin?
Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. It doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Okay. Interesting. I'm down with this. That was kind of lame.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing
Oh,
to be done.
he's got his knife out.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
Later that day, they're still chasing us into the store.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
On yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
I'm on my way.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
Up he goes-y.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Heh. That's what happens when the protagonist is not on your ship. Day 72. I could not be on a boat on the seas for 72 days just for one trip. Are you kidding me? Did he go around the world or something? Or halfway around the world or something? Because goddamn. Ugh.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Really? I don't know about better than the PS3 version, but it does look really good. Baby. 2850 monies. $17.54.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... well, at least until he arrives, I thought.
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Someone stop him!
Sorry.
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might see.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Find a general store.
Get back here with that, you rogue! Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
And here would like...
A sword and a pistol. This reminds me of the Tomb Raider UI, kind of.
Hear ye! By royal charter of King George II, certain lands adjoining Trinity Church in the city of New York are set aside for the establishment of
ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No.
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause, and you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
Let's just shout this out in full view of the public. So why the hell not?
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up.
Oh.
Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
The new weapons available in the shop.
Sir, William Johnson.
Hi.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds.
Thomas Hickey.
He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir.
We'd best be off.
Of course.
Guess I'm just gonna follow Charles the whole game. Is this a follow Charles simulator? See. I'm assuming it probably saved my game here. So, I'm going to end this part here. Because I have a few other games I want to play tonight, right? Definitely I want to check this one out. So anyways, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.